Hey guys, Agamathan here with another 55 healing tune. This time it's a Scoundrel. Say hello to Kel'ly. Hello, Kel'ly. Um, so, like the Sage, this one's healing, and I've found that it actually does a lot better than my Sage in war zones, which, makes me a little sad because I really enjoy that tune. So my Sage is now more primarily DPS, while my Scoundrel has taken the throne of healer. Let me just go over what I got first. Here's my character sheet. As you can see, cunning is definitely the most important. And the way I have her build, I haven't min-maxed, but I'm going to go power, followed by surge. And then under surge I'll have alacrity, just for my culto pack. So here's my tree. Tree's going to be a little different than some of the others you've seen, and I don't know if there's a right or wrong, but I've found that this works out pretty well for me. I run 36 in Sawbones, 3 in Scrapper, and 7 in Dirty Fighting. Let me work from right to left. So I run a 2-3-0. So for the alacrity, for the extra crit, and then Dirty Escape, I have 2. That's just for the kiting ability. It really helps out, especially if I don't have a guard. Even if I do have a guard, I can kite and just keep the heals going a little longer. For Scrapper, I have Survivor Scars, all 3 in there. Obviously, you want that for the healing done and received, increased by 3%. Now for Sawbones, I've got Exploratory Surgery and Bedside Manner at the bottom. For the second row, I've got all of them spec'd. Just helps with the healing. Helps with the... I like Keep Cool because for those rare times where I do run out of energy, that it pops it back. I mean, you're almost at 100% a few seconds after you use that. Smuggle Technology, just, if you're getting hit, which you will be, that helps you get the heals off a little faster. Scar Tissue just keeps you a little more survivable. Then you want Slow Release Med Pack, definitely. That's one of your better heals. Here's where it gets a little controversial with me. I don't use Prognosis Critical or the one above it, mainly for the fact that I don't even use that skill. Let's see. Sorry. Yeah, Diagnostic Scan is not in my quick slots, which I'm sure almost everybody's going to say that's a mistake, but I don't find it helpful when someone needs heals. I will use an actual heal, most likely emergency med pack, when it's available. And it's almost always available if you have your slow release med pack going. But I will get into that in just a minute. Let me finish this up. Scramble. And you want med pack mastery, obviously. That just helps your heals, helps you get upper hand also with a critical. Next row, you want emergency medicine, or emergency med pack, sorry. That's this, it's an instant heal. It doesn't heal for too much, and it also consumes upper hand. However, when you slot emergencies, people under 30% max health, it immediately regrants your upper hand, so you can just keep using that over and over and over on that individual if that's what you feel like doing. Homegrown pharmacology, sorry, never said that word before. Then you'll want psych meds, just because it's that little extra heal. Accomplished Sawbones, better healing. Med Screen, again, better healing, especially if you use your defense screen, which you should be almost every time it's available. Another thing I use that a lot of people don't use is smuggled med delivery. This just helps, I think, at the beginning, or if after you come back from getting knocked out. You put a couple emergency or slow release med packs, you go stealth, and you come back out, and you've got all your upper hands available. I don't know how to say that word, or the one following it, poultices. I don't know what that is, but you can read what it does. Again, helps the output of your healing. And then Culto Cloud, which is the end-all be-all of the Scoundrel Heals almost. Alright, so there's my spec. I know it's not all kosher with everybody, but this is what works for me. So hopefully you can find what works for you. Now I'm going to go slightly over the abilities. It's not as complicated as the Sage, so I'll show you in more detail in a couple of Warzone videos that I'm going to have coming up in the next couple days. But slow release medpack, underworld medicine, which I don't really use unless I absolutely need to. You got Culto pack, which uses upper hand, emergency medpack, which uses upper hand, triage, which is awesome, especially for all those lethality snipers or operatives that are always putting their dots on you. You can just get rid of them immediately and just let them waste their energy on you. And your Culto Cloud, which heals up to 4 allies. So you can either use it on yourself and the closest 3 others around you, or you can use it on someone at a distance and it'll be the closest 4 allies around them. Then you've got your defense screen, which just helps absorb damage, and then it heals you at the end of the 15 seconds, and then you've got dodge. What I have down here is stealth, so as you go stealth, come out, I've got 2 upper hands immediately. I just find it a little helpful when you're in the middle of a good fight. Then the 2 that go along with it, disappearing act for when you need to get out of there, sneak, and my dirty kick, which I really like using, especially when I'm in a bind and I need to start kiting or get away. Alright, so I'll go into more detail like I said later, but what you want to do is you want to use slow release medpack. You can use it up to 2 times on you. Gives you periodic healing, twice the amount. If that procs an upper hand, you always want to use Culto pack. Whenever it's available and you have an upper hand, use it, either on yourself or on someone taking damage. Use that along with slow release medpacks and Culto clouds, and that the person you're healing is going to be pretty difficult to take down, especially if you keep hitting them with an emergency medpack. So that's my spec. Show you again. That's how I have things situated. Yeah, I know. I've got 2 flash grenades. I need to fix that. And that's kind of how I use my moves. Like I said, rarely use underworld medicine, just because it takes a while and it doesn't really help out over time like all the other moves do. And for the Scoundrel, the heal over times, or the HOTS, are your greatest ally. Now, if only I could find a way to be as decent as a healer on my bounty hunter. If any of you who watch this know of a good bounty hunter healer and know how they run, please let me know. But that's all I've got for you now. Like I said, coming up pretty soon will be a couple PvP videos so you can see it in action. Thanks.